It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it is Katie Lee. So, I pulled a Joe Jonas today. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Joe Jonas was going viral on TikTok for a while that he was terrible at parallel parking. Well, I also am terrible at parallel parking, and I was downtown Idaho Falls today, and literally the only spot that was available to park was on the side, in between two vehicles, and I have a little pickup, and I'm just like, well, we're going to give this a try. So, I'm pulling in, I'm backing up, backing in, backing up, backing up, backing in, and I'm just, cranking and turning, and then I at least got I got in the line. Well, okay, I was more on the line, but let's just say I had a very nice group of people watching me terribly parallel park. I hate parallel parking. And the dumb thing about this is that as I'm trying to focus and concentrate, somebody else pulled out of an actual parking spot, like right across the road from me, and then somebody else whipped in because I'm just like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to pull over there, and never mind. I'm going to just finish my parking job, and finally, there was a cop that pulled up, and I'm just like, oh, no. Are they going to get mad at me because I'm not completely in the line? I'm on the line, but I'm not, completely in the line. But you know what? It was good enough. He didn't. I was good. But still, parallel parking, terrible to say, terrible to do. I hate it all the way around. Z103, it is Katie Lee, and I have your 2 o'clock tea for you today. All right, so we all know Courtney Love, she's a legendary musician. But she ended up missing the world premiere of her new documentary, and that was at the Sundance Festival this week. And, everybody's just like, oh, they were gutted for having, that super intimate look at her life and career, and she wasn't even there. Do we know why she wasn't there? Because now I'm curious. I feel like for something like that, you'd be present for. But anyways, moving on. Matthew Lillard, he is back as Stu. Decades after the original, he's calling it this period of his life Matthew Lillard 2.0, and he is bouncing back with new horror roles and even launching Ghostface vodka tied to the franchise. So I was always a fan of Matthew. I'm going to continue to be his fan. Let's see. The 2026 Dublin International Film Festival. I don't even know what this was, but I would like to go to this because Dublin sounds amazing. They're announcing big names like Colin Farrell, Nick Jonas, Paul Rudd, Maisie Williams, all ahead of the multi-film event. So that'll be cool. Let's see, we got some new movies and streaming highlights for today. The Wrecking Crew drops on Prime Video today. Let's see, Shrinking Season 3 and School Spirit Season 3 premiere on Apple TV and Paramount. Yeah, that's kind of all I have on that. But in music news, I gotta go look for this because Lady Gaga apparently recorded a version of Won't You Be My Neighbor from Mr. Rogers, the theme song for a Super Bowl commercial. And I was obsessed with Mr. Rogers when I was a kid, so I gotta go find this now. So that's all I have here, 2 o'clock tea on Z103. So, I don't know if you've seen these, but Chick-fil-A has been doing collectible cups that you could, win a gold cup and, win Chick-fil-A for a year. I think that they're kind of cheap. I'm not going to lie. Don't you have to pay, $20 for them? They literally look like the exact Chick-fil-A cup. They're thin. They look like styrofoam. I don't think it's worth it unless you actually win the free Chick-fil-A. I don't even like Chick-fil-A that much, though. So, yeah. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Got this story at EastIdahoNews.com. Rockland's Zach Perman is proving that height isn't everything on the basketball court. He is a 5'5" senior. He has become a key player for the Bulldogs. He's known for his hustle, defense, and leadership. In Rockland's 83-44 win Saturday, Zach finished with 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 steals, including rebounds over much taller opponents. And head coach Shay Neal says that Zach's heart and competitiveness makes him a difference maker on both ends of the floor. Standout football player as well. Zach has helped lead Rockland to a 10-game winning streak and the top spot in the 1A Rocky Mountain Conference. So, yeah, he is cool athlete. I think he's the athlete of the week. If you want more details about this athlete of the week, head over to EastIdahoNews.com. Z103, it is Katie Lee. You know, I love it when my coworkers compliment me, even in ways that aren't, I don't know if they are compliments, but they are to me. Anyways, I was talking to Josh and Chantel from Class of 97, and they were talking about who they would fight in the office. Like, out of all the coworkers, who would they fight and which coworker would they have on their team? And thankfully, they did not choose to fight me. No, they chose to fight Peaches and Victor from K-Bear, and then they decided to have me on their team, and I was like, oh, yay. But I don't know if they understand this, but I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I mean, I'll fight if I absolutely have to, but I'd rather sit on the sidelines with a bucket of popcorn and watch. But if I had to fight somebody in the office, like absolutely had to, I would go with Victor. Yeah, I feel like I could take him down pretty quick. But at the same time, there's also one of our sales guys. He's super tall, but I feel like I could take him. His name's Daniel. Sorry, Daniel, if you're listening, but I choose you to fight. Or I could go with, just kidding. No, I could fight Justin. He has terrible knees. I'll just kick him in the knee and I'm good. Anyways, do you ever have these conversations with your coworkers? Like, who would you fight and who would you have on your team? Let me know. 208-524-1033. Or is that a weird thing to do in your workspace? I need somebody to be proud of me today because I went downtown and I almost went to the bookstore, but I knew that if I was going into the bookstore, I was going to spend money that I don't actually have for books, and so I didn't go to the bookstore. So I was financially responsible, but I'm still sad because I didn't go and buy any books. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee. We're getting mushy. We're getting serious today, okay? You want to be happy? You have got to let stuff go. Like, I mean, actually go. I'm also talking about I've thought about it like 400 times, but it's totally fine. No, you got to really let it go. Because guess what? Some things, they don't really need explanations, closure. There are some situations that you just got to stop dragging every single piece into every day, like luggage, okay? Quit carrying your luggage everywhere. Not everything is going to get fixed. Not everything is going to make sense. Sometimes I feel like it is what it is. They are what they are. And that peace is going to come from accepting it, not fighting it, I guess. So what I'm saying is you just got to release it. Don't hold a grudge. Forget the what ifs. What I do all the time is I replay the same scene over and over and over like it's going to get any different. Newsflash. It doesn't, in case you wanted to know. But another thing about this is that letting go is not giving up. It's basically choosing peace for yourself. Okay? So, there you go. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Got your daily dummy for today. Why are we always in Florida? All I gotta say about this story is don't mess with the Taco Bells. All right? They already have to deal with so many types of people. Leave them alone. So we have 40-year-old, his name is Carowin, busted into a Taco Bell in Florida. He basically hurled himself through a window, chased the staff around and the customers out of the restaurant while carrying a giant rock kind of thing. I don't know. Thankfully, he really didn't get that far. A police canine tracked him to a nearby dumpster. He surrendered very determinedly because the dog was there. Of course, I would surrender too. Those things are scary. But he was sentenced to 4 years in prison for the stunt, and he even earned an extra battery charge for getting into a fight 6 hours after his arrest. So I don't care what you're doing. Don't do this to the Taco Bells, okay? I will fight for my Taco Bells. Z103, it's Katie Lee, my friends. I am out of here for the day. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.